Hi there, boys and girls. So this was meant to be a Power Rangers review.
It was. I was keen to watch Power Rangers. I still am. I mean, I used to stare on my head when that Barry show came on TV. My first crush ever was the Pink Ranger, as I'm sure everyone's was. Anyway, long story short, I wanted to watch that. PJ didn't. He thought, kakstuk.
No, absolutely. You must understand. I mean, Power Rangers had never appealed to me, even when it came out in the early 90s. That this silly take on the Japanese concept of monsters in kak. When it came out, I was into my early teens already. I was in my formative years of taking a rip. Matt, you were probably still playing with munchies or some kak when Power Rangers came out.
I was. Power Ranger munchies.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I mean?
But needless to say, I wish we had gone to see Power Rangers instead.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Peach.
And welcome to that movie review.
AKA TMR. So today, boys and girls, we're speaking about life. And this film's got all the tropes of of an expensive movie, which is surprising because it was made for a very decent budget of $58 million.
Yeah, it's not much actually. I mean, for
a film that looks as good as life is.
Exactly that.
Something tells me that when the brief came to the marketing department, they were either playing a game of dominoes.
They were out for lunch. Because this film wasn't marketed very well.
No, it wasn't.
And I literally just saw the trailer like twice. When we had the movies, every week. I saw it twice.
It's true, yeah.
And I saw it somewhere on Facebook. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that this film it's the story itself. Everything is confined to like a small space. It's the spaceship, the ISS, International Space Station.
That's right.
And the entire story takes place there. So it's really on just a little spaceship.
That could probably account for the meager budget. By Hollywood standards.
Yeah, and it's got that very like claustrophobic kind of vibe that Alien gave. I mean, the ship in Alien is much bigger though.
Oh yeah, much bigger.
I mean, this is just a little station.
It's true. I mean,
so it's actually smaller. It makes it a bit more tight.
It does. In my opinion, life doesn't offer anything new to audiences. It retreads ground laid by Alien in 1979, and then killed off by Species in 1995. At least that film was nice enough to show us Teta.
Species was kwaai.
Species actually wasn't bad for its time, but life doesn't even show us Teta.
If you haven't realized by now, PJ doesn't like this film very much. I liked it though.
You did.
I liked it.
You were very happy with this movie.
I think I might be the only person out there that likes this film. I've just been reading the reviews afterwards and everyone's talking cuck about it. Yeah. I believe though, if this film was made in the sort of climate when an actual Alien film wasn't coming out soon, like Alien Covenant's coming out next month, in May. I believe if it was made in the hiatus of the Alien franchise, I think it might have done a bit better. And people will always compare this film to Alien because of the similarities. The basic premise of astronauts or space engineers or whatever being hunted down one by one by an alien. I mean, there's nothing new, obviously, like we've been mentioning all the similarities with Alien. It's something that's been done before, but I believe it's executed really well.
Regrettably, it's not helped along by a lack of character development.
The movie does provide sort of bare-bone characters, so I agree with you on a level. They give you just enough to find out who these people are, their general personalities. So, but not really enough.
Not enough for you to actually care about.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you on that. You don't really care about these characters, but for me, I wasn't there to really care about everybody. I was there to see me in society.
No, that's true. But the thing is, when you've got good actors like Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal,
true.
You expect.
You do expect. You have high expectations of these actors.
You got high caliber actors, and look,
absolutely.
It happens all the time. Movies come out with great actors, and they stink out at the box office.
And that just shows you that it's again the trilogy. It's one of the three things that makes a good film that's obviously lacking.
It's true. Right?
I don't know if you've watched some of our reviews before. We always mention there's three main things. Essentials. Good story, good screenplay, great director, great actors. So in this film, they like the great actors.
Yeah.
I believe the director
Espinosa, I think it's
Espinosa. I think he's done a good job with the material he has.
Yeah.
But I think it's lacking in the script writing department to a certain level.
Which is kind of, which is a bit of a letdown because apparently the same script writing team that gave us Deadpool are the ones responsible.
Yes, and Zombieland. It's Paul Wernick and Reed Rhett Reese.
Life looks like a good movie. You know, you can see money has been spent on recreating the International Space Station, and you know, the camera work, special effects, production values are impressive.
Yes, it's definitely up there. And that's one thing that also got me. It's like you want to be visually stimulated at the film, at the movies. You know, especially with something. I'm a sucker for space movies. Anything if it's in space, it's gevaarlijk. You can put Shakespeare in space, I'll watch that shit.
These actors are basically, they give you the best of what you have come to expect from them, and within the capacity of what the screenplay has, you know, has bestowed upon them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and that, you know, that's the disappointment at the same time. Like, you know that Ryan Reynolds is capable of more. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal, who is actually an amazing character actor.
Yes.
You know, we've seen him like in films like Nightcrawler,
Donnie Darko.
You know, he's just. He chews up his scenes without having to be over the top. He's got that intensity about him, and it's wasted. Things like that are wasted in a film like Life, where not much is really asked from your actors, except to move to the next plot point and so forth.
Absolutely, I do agree with you there. I do. Totally underutilized. Both these own.
Exactly, Matthew.
The movie Life, you know, it's ironic in itself. You know, it's a sort of play on words, because I mean, the movie's title is Life. But it deals with death, you know what I mean? This film is actually really gory.
Couldn't be further from life.
Exactly. It's, you know, life could be like, you know, we found life out there or something like that. But I mean, the main point I'm trying to make is that mense is sat in this film. They are dying horribly. Like really, it's like some queasy stuff, like gut-wrenching deaths in here, like horrible ways to die in zero gravity.
Yeah, that's the thing. You like a lot of the deaths take place in zero gravity, and so I suppose life offers new ways for you to see people freaking on screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that's really cool about this film, I believe, is the lack of a main character. So it's not like you establish, okay, he or she's the main character, they're gonna survive, you know, kind of thing. It's like Ripley in Aliens. You knew Ripley's gonna kick this alien's gut.
After a while, you knew that.
Okay, after a while, I guess.
But with Life, you actually don't know who's gonna be next.
Exactly, because it's an ensemble cast to a degree, and they all get equal amount of screen time, equal amount of character progression. So everybody's up.
The movie keeps you guessing. So I mean, the whole title of Life and so forth, it seems to be some sort of underlying message or theme or esoteric crap going on, you know. It seems to be that, you know, death follows life, or, you know, there cannot be life without death, or, you know, that life eventually equates death. Hey, who gives a shit? This is a cuck film. So, PJ, it's that time. Please, give me your summary of this film and give me your score. Come. Happy to, Matthew, happy to. Boys and girls of TMR. Life provides nothing new to the alien/horror genre. It's undone by a lack of originality and a storyline that we've seen way too many times before. And for that reason, it's getting a nice fat 5 out of 10 from me. 50%. You just about made it. If you'd be a god in high school and primary school, but in tertiary institutions, brother, you just about made it.
You're cutting off.
You're cutting with your 50. You know what I mean? You're gonna make it. It's actually mark, but no one's impressed with your marks.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Look, while I do agree with PJ on some of his points, on the fact that it's not that original and that there is some wasted potential here, and in the acting and the screenplay, I really enjoyed this film. For some other reason, like when we walked out the cinema and PJ told me "Cuckstuck," I was like, did we just watch the same movie? Did you deep through it? I don't know. But I enjoyed this film from beginning to finish. It was a really cool soundtrack as well, very ominous sounding. And like I said, I love anything in space, so it's quite a bit of a biased opinion actually. Okay, well, I know PJ likes space caca as well, so it's not really a good point to make. But anyway, I enjoyed this film, even though it has many shortfalls. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this film a 7 out of 10, and I'm saying go watch this. Go watch this film. If you at least a little bit intrigued by the trailer, I believe you will enjoy it. So that's it this week for that movie review. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thanks for always taking the time to like, comment, and share our videos. We really appreciate it.
100%, boys and girls. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, right here on TMR.
Ja, nee, kwaai.
Zack.